So part of learning about desire is to release our fears associated with the particular thing. Now, how do we release a fear? By actually doing it rather than just fearing it. So, have any of you been along to a symphony orchestra recently? Yeah? How many? Some of you? How many of you, when you think of a symphony orchestra playing classical music, you just shudder? Like, how many of you feel that way? No one? Sometimes. So most of us have an attraction to music, yes? Would that not be true? All forms of music, would that not be true? How many of you love rock? Rock. How many of you love grunge or, hard, heavy metal? All those kind of... How many of you love, like, what do they call emo? Emo, what's it called? What would it be called here? Jazz. So many of us are putting up our hands for each one. Why is that? Because many of us have very little emotional impediments with music. We're often fascinated with music. Music brings us a lot of joy, and we were very rarely attacked over music in our childhood. Can you see that? In fact, what happened with our parents? They played the music. On the radio, they played the music, usually when we were growing up. So we have very little emotional impediment to that. So can you see, when we have very little emotional resistance or fear, we are automatically in more desire. So that tells me that these two emotions are very closely linked with each other. If we wish to grow, desire needs to grow, but we can affect desire two ways. One is by actually getting to know the subject, and that helps alleviate or reduce the fear associated with the subject. Then desire can naturally grow. If we can feel the fear associated with the subject, we also have the ability to grow our desire. Does that make sense? Does that answer the question?